would you consider Adam's relationship monogamous? Would people vote yes, it's monogamous, or no, it's not monogamous?
Obviously, it comes with a very big caveat that says,
why must there be a caveat?
On camera, the rules are slightly different.
But that's the whole point.
Adam22 was on the Whatever podcast today with Marquett, aka Saint and the Sinner, and safe to say these two dudes do not like each other. They were going back and forth with one another. Adam22 was copying jabs and a couple of punches from Marquett, Saint and the Sinner, and then Adam22 decided to throw some back again towards, the later stages of his appearance, because he decided to leave the podcast, wasn't going to put up with Marquett's nonsense and shithousery anymore. Now, I'm not a fan of either of these dudes. I think Adam22 is a degenerate. Obviously, he's got a big name with the whole no jumper thing. He's had some controversies in the past, and we also know that his wife, Linda the Plug, got blacked by Jason Love. And now Adam22 and his wife are hosting competitions with other men as to who's going to have sex with her on camera. Some real degenerate shit. But that's his life. Marquett, Saint the Sinner, apparently was in Forbes, which there is, I think, an article listed back in 2015. He was going to create some device that would make internet shopping much easier. He was highly educated, went to some decent schools, and he likes to stick it to these red pill, manosphere, alpha male type of dudes. But he comes across like a very douchebag, narcissistic, I'm better than you type of person. Much like, with the arrogance of like an Andrew Tate, but with a mustache of a 1930s, pantomime villain, shall we say. Because his mustache and his little goatee thing are fucking stupid. But in any case, sort of like maybe a scammer, some would say, maybe a snake oil salesman. But anyways, a lot of people have covered him already. He's had beefs with some other manosphere types like Modern Life Dating, Rollo Tomasi, maybe not beefs, conversations at least. I know he had a bit of a back and forth with MLD. And of course, he had a go with Destiny, who's not in the best of places at the moment with his divorce. But hey, we keep moving. Now, before I show you the good bits that I wanted to showcase, of course, I'll link this down below, timestamped from when the good bits begin. But Marquett apparently says he does what Adam22 wishes he could or he doesn't, and that is have monogamous relationships with multiple women, long-term as well, and they're all conservative. I don't know how the fuck that works out, but this is what he said, and he says it like he truly means it, which maybe he will, or maybe he does, I should say. I just never heard of such a thing.
Would you say you have a main piece, a main chick, and side hoes, side chicks?
No, because every woman I deal with is conservative, so every woman I would deal with, it would be for the potential of having in a long-term relationship. So I try not to deal with dirt bags.
So you do you want multiple wives?
I wouldn't ever get married legally, and obviously polygyny is illegal in the United States.
Right.
But, we keeping things open, see if we can, make a contribution out here.
So you have multiple concurrent, long-term, one-directional, monogamous relationships?
With conservative women, correct.
I see. Okay. All right.
Now look, I don't know what it's like being a porn star, having a porn star's life. I'm not a porn star, don't want to be a porn star, would not date a sex worker, porn star, anyone like that, and I'm sick to death of seeing all these OnlyFans women, these only hoes, these Twitch thoughts, and everyone of the kind on these talk shows, these podcasts, debate shows, whatever the hell they are, all with the same shit. Sex work, make money, but then they want the best of the best of the best, and then they'll never find the best of the best, and then they end up haggard, old, run down. Why does no one love me? Where have all the men gone, right? Adam22 plays it off as though they have a monogamous relationship off camera, normal husband-wife material sort of stuff. On camera, that's when the action happens. That's when they're having sex with other men, other women. Obviously, Adam's not gay or bi, so he will have sex with other women. Lena will have sex with other men. But then off camera, again, they're back to normal. Now, if I want to be a little bit charitable, if I want to try and be objective and understand Adam's point of view, I want to try and be fair. I don't like either of these dudes, I'll try and be fair. I believe what Adam is trying to say is he likes to reference it or find it akin to acting. Like if you're acting and you kiss someone on camera, that doesn't mean you're not monogamous. You're still with said person off camera. You have a wife, a husband, or whatever it is, but on camera you're acting in a certain way. It's a little bit different to say you've kissed someone on camera than to say you have taken another man's cock in your vagina, or you've gone and plowed another man's wife or girlfriend or whatever. It's a little bit different, not exactly the same. But if you want to be charitable, if you want to try and say, look, I'll cut Adam some slack, I believe that's what he's trying to say. However, in reality, anyone who says to anybody, yeah, we're in a monogamous relationship, but we fuck people on screen, it's going to be, okay, I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think that's how it works. And that's how Marquett was grilling Adam22. And I think Adam was starting to get annoyed.
You know damn well you're not monogamous.
We are on off camera.
Right. So it's like going into the metaverse is not necessary. There's no life on camera and life off camera. It's either you're monogamous or you're not monogamous.
If you got a movie role and you kissed a girl in the movie role, would you still be monogamous in your relationship? I mean, I realize that the sex thing is more of a real physical act, right?
Did you compare a movie kiss? You compared a movie kiss to your girl getting smacked down?
It literally
is.
They're making a piece of content. They're making a film.
I actually agree with him. I would say that's not being monogamous.
I feel like you're intentionally misunderstanding what I'm saying.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that there is a difference between doing things off camera.
Let me ask you a
camera,
question.
Right?
If you think I'm intentionally misunderstanding, you think if we took a poll right now and we said, would you consider Adam's relationship monogamous? Would people vote yes, it's monogamous, or no, it's not monogamous?
Obviously, it comes with a very big caveat that says,
why must there be a caveat?
On camera, the rules are slightly
different. That's the whole point. There's no caveat. You're creating a false frame.
There is a caveat. I just named the caveat.
You're creating
I think everybody here actually
frame.
Understands it, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
You see all the girls nodding their head?
Mr. Adam 666, do not insult our intelligence. Your wife is a sex worker. There is no monogamy. You are the one pretending.
Ooh. Settled.
I'm a sex worker as well.
Settled. Correct. Well, we both know we're not going to agree on that, but I think it's very disingenuous to call it monogamy when it's not monogamy.
And the only monogamy off camera.
That's like me saying that, inside of this room,
you don't really need to say it's like anything. It just is a statement of fact, right?
No, it's not. Because you're creating a false condition as though life is different when you turn on a camera and turn off a camera.
I think when I say monogamy on or off camera, I think everyone understands.
This is really important.
Now, as I said, if we're going to try and cut Adam some slack, I think we can understand what he's trying to say. But you ask anybody, as I said, you're married in a relationship, monogamous, but we have sex with other people, whether it be on camera or off camera. I think a lot of people would say it's not really monogamy. Like, you have to be open to the fact that your partner is doing this with other people on or off camera. And there's the key word, open. It's probably more of an open relationship. Now, it's not to say that there is a relationship where they're having this and that and the other in between. It is just sex for the most part. Obviously, degenerates in the porn industry and all that sort of shit, right? But Adam tries to hold on to this as though it is true and correct. And I think you can probably say he's trying to cope. He's finding a coping mechanism to try and rationalize and say, actually, what I'm doing isn't actually that bad. What we're doing is not that bad. In my mind, it makes sense. On camera, obviously, we do what we do. Off camera, she doesn't fuck or talk to any other man or anything else in between. I don't fuck or talk to other women or anything else in between. We are monogamous off camera. But no one gives a shit about the off camera. What they see on camera and what they know about you is where people are going to make their perceptions be known. People are going to say, well, you're having sex with other people, ergo, I perceive you to not be monogamous. It doesn't matter how you think about it. Realistically, no one sees it the way Adam22 sees it. In my opinion, at least, from what I can understand. Maybe you differ. You can let me know in the comments down below, or you can show me by liking or disliking the video. But hey, there's a little plug there for the channel. Now, I will give Marquett some credit here because while he does try and hold his frame, and as I said, he's got his cocky arrogance, better than you persona. Maybe it is a persona, maybe he's like that. Again, people have said that they've exposed him multiple times. He's had beefs with other people. You can find this stuff on your own. I'm not here to discuss his character. But what I am going to discuss is his attitude towards some of the ladies on the panel. And one lady in particular, I think she was the one in pink in the back corner there, where sort of like next to one of the chicks on Adam's right-hand side. And she was going back and forth with Marquett. Now, before people say, Marquett was holding frame and she was being disrespectful, because that's one thing we've learned from these sort of panel shows with all these OnlyFans hoes and things like that. Like every time they arc up or they give you a bit of lip, they're being disrespectful. It's like sometimes you could be being a cunt to them, they're equally being a cunt to you, or vice versa. And I think that's okay. I didn't have an issue with what was going on there. I was actually quite enjoying the back and forth. Adam effectively lost the argument, lost the debate, if you want to call it that, at this point when, look, Marquett was pointing out how bad Adam is when it comes to his relationship status and what he deems to be monogamous and non-monogamy and all that sort of stuff on camera, off camera. But when he starts calling him a scammer, a snake oil salesman, and that all the other ladies around him make much more money than Marquett, I think that's where Adam22 took a massive L, and even a bigger L when he decided to walk off the panel.
Do you even know me? Like, you don't even, and you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think
You know
that
what
it
I
was-
think
So do you
has
think-
him
so
a
do you
little bit
think-
upset?
What?
Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
he's mad about it,
He
and he's
basically
mad.
LARPs as a
Honestly,
rich guy on the internet.
If I was
And I just,
absolutely
on
poor, it
behalf
would mean
of
nothing.
all the girls,
It would mean nothing.
I think we all are in kind of in
That's
agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our
Yeah,
lives.
This is
what do you do
amazing.
What do you do
So
for work?
I'm
This is
kind
amazing.
How do you
of
make
on the
money?
edge of
What do you do
walking
for
out,
work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally
What do you
real.
do for work?
And I'm not walking out on like a
What do you do for
clickbait
work?
level.
Utter
I just don't
No, what
really
do you
want to
do for
listen to a
work?
scam artist
You
tell me
can,
what's so
What do you
wrong
do
with
for
our
work?
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google
I don't
my
fucking
name
know who
right
you
now.
are.
You can Google my name.
If you
right
Google
now.
his
Does anyone
name,
know this
you'll-
guy's name?
you'll
And
be
I heard
exhilarated.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
You didn't hurt my
I
feelings
did
at
hurt
all.
your
It's just you're
feelings
trying
earlier.
to
And
do
the
this
whole
whole
chat
moral
is hurting your
superiority
feelings.
thing, and it's not
The
working
whole
because
chat is
you're
hurting
broke.
your feelings. The
You're
whole chat is-
actually broke.
Here's the funny.
You got a
thing.
milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Then what's up? Then prove
Why
it.
did you
If
do
I
an
still had
NFT
a
scam
soul-
on your fans for
Look,
like
if I still
$400?
Silliness.
see.
Checkmate.
Silliness.
This guy's a scammer.
guys,
Silliness.
Is that a job as
I
being an actual
think
scammer?
I'm going to leave, and if any of you girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
Hold on.
He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting.
It's not a rage quit. It's
Rage
just
quitting.
you're not on the level
He's
of
rage
me
quitting.
or
Adam, in the
any
line.
of these
No,
girls
I
here.
agree.
Rage quitting.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little
I
pause
didn't mean to
here.
make him
I
rage
think
quit.
I'm done,
No,
Brian.
Adam.
I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and
Just-
I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I
I
said,
might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked,
guys,
when I
I
saw you
appreciate you
downstairs,
guys.
I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Wow.
It's not a good look for someone to walk off a panel after they've been grilled for about 20 odd, 30 odd minutes and then just start throwing ad homs and shit at the person who's been grilling them. Now, again, no fan of Saint the Sinner. Again, no fan of Adam22. But Adam could have at least stood his ground and defended his stance on the whole monogamy thing, which he did. I think he tried to, but Marquett just wouldn't let up. He just kept on going, and he did come in with this moral grand high superiority complex that he has because apparently he's better than everyone else. He's got a stupid mustache, and look, mine's nothing to marvel at either, but at least mine looks somewhat decent, as his looks like it's painted on like a 1930s pantomime villain, as I've said a few times already in this video. How are you going to let a man like that, who you claim is a snake oil salesman, get the better of you and you just walk off camera? He could have had something planned, could have had something to come back at him with. Instead, he just called him a scam artist, snake oil salesman, not being exactly as rich as he says he is. And you know what? There could be some truth to it. I don't particularly think he is what he says he is myself. A lot of people have tried to get one over and expose him and scam him, and call him a scammer and expose his, little snake oil get up and, spiel and everything else like that. I know Duke and Don had a bit of a go back and forth, and again, he's had some beef with MLD and some others, but Adam22 took a massive L walking off this platform here. Just goes to show that you can claim whatever you want in your mind, but the majority of people, they don't see it like that, and you'll be still clowned upon as the dude who lets his wife or has his wife fucking other dudes, even though you claim you're in a monogamous relationship off camera. The on-camera stuff matters. Doesn't matter that you don't do it off camera. It's happening on camera, and that's all that matters.